keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, welcome. We are live here from Lisbon High School Gymnasium for Region 1A North Dakota Class A girls basketball game between the Kindred Vikings. Vikings currently with a 7-3 overall record, taking on the Lisbon Broncos here inside the Lisbon Gymnasium. Broncos coming in with a 3-8 out of the Region 1A. They're 0-5 overall with Kindred 3-2 in Region 1A for North Dakota girls basketball. The Broncos picking up their 3 wins. First win on the 30th of November at Richland. They won that by a score of 35-26. And on the 15th of December, they defeated Enderlin Eagles 48-30. And on the 19th of December, had a nice win over Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos 56-53 back on the 19th of December. So Broncos looking to get back in the win column here against Kindred Vikings. Vikings picking up their wins starting on the 5th of December against Wahpeton, 76-65. Then on the 8th of December, defeated Barnesville, 67-59. 11 December over Central Cass, 63-50. So 3 wins in a row to start the season for the Kindred Vikings. And then they came back on the 16th of December with the win over Bismarck Shiloh Christian, 59-52. Picked up a pair of wins over the holidays against Standing Rock in Kidder County. And on the 9th of January, they defeated Oak Grove by a score of 60-29. So Kindred coming in off that win on the 9th of January. The Broncos coming in off a loss to Thompson. So that was played over in the Armory. The Broncos losing their game on the 9th of January to Thompson. So Lisbon really hungry here, looking for that win tonight against their Region 1A opponent in the Kindred Vikings. So that is your contest tonight here from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We'll step away, take a word from our sponsors, and come back, get into some more what's going on around the region and across the state of North Dakota in girls basketball.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hey, we're back live here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Region 1A contest between the Kindred Vikings, Lisbon Broncos. Broncos on their home court looking for that win here in the region. It's currently 0-5. Kindred Vikings sitting at 3-2. 7-3 overall. Broncos 3-8 overall. Looking at your Region 1 standings, leading it off is Valley City High School on the girls' side with a 5-0 record. They're 8-2 overall. Northern Cass High School sitting at 3-1, 9-2 overall. Kindred sitting in the 3 spot along with Wahpeton, both with 3-2 records. Kindred 7-3, and Wahpeton is 4-6. Then Central Cass with 2-3. Oak Grove sitting at 1-4 in the region. Lisbon High School 0-5 with that 3-8 overall record. In North Dakota Region 1A girls basketball, and your top 5 in the most recent poll. You have Thompson in the number 1 spot. So unchanged as far as the actually all unchanged through the top 4 for the latest girls basketball poll on the Division A side. Thompson sitting at 9-0. Bottineau at number 2, 9-1. South Prairie Max 9-1. Northern Cass 9-4, and then entering and not ranked last week was Devils Lake. They're in the number 5 spot. So kind of representation from Region 1, 2, and 3, and no Region 4 in that top 5. Also receiving votes are Nedros with 10-1, Shiloh Christian 7-2, and your Kindred Vikings picking up a few votes there, sitting at their 7-3 overall record, making the others receiving votes in your latest North Dakota girls Division A basketball poll. And some of the recent state champions or championships in 2022, Kindred defeated Grafton 64-40, and then Central Cass in 2023 defeated Thompson 58-55. So Lisbon seeing Thompson here on the 9th of January. They were down by the Thompson Tommies over in the Omni on the Army side. We had wrestling going on here in that main gym on the 9th of January. And then some of your games tonight, looking around either within Division A or some of your local Class B. But at least for tonight, we have number 1 Thompson taking on Central Cass. Thompson is at Central Cass for that game. And then we have Valley City out of Region 1A taking on Northern Cass. Another Region 1 matchup for North Dakota Division A basketball. Wahpeton's at Oak Grove. Sargent County tonight, and the B side is at Enderlin. Napoleon is at South Border, and then some of your games tomorrow night. We have Bismarck Shiloh Christian picking up a few votes in the latest poll. They're at number 5, Devils Lake. And those are some of your games. We'll probably come back, take a look at some more of those around the area as far as Class B with some of your local teams happening on this Thursday on the 11th of January. And then going back into your regions, as far as some of the region standings coming out of that poll, you have Thompson High School out of Region 2. They're sitting overall with a 10-0 record, so they improved to 10-0, picked up a win earlier this week. In the poll, they were 9-0. Devils Lake sitting at 6-3. They're the number 2 team out of Region 2. And out of Region 3, South Prairie Max, and the number 3 team in the state out of Region 3. They're sitting in the top spot out of Region 3, the number 3 team in the state, with the 11-1 overall record. So picking up a couple wins since that poll. And then Nedros sitting in the number 2 spot, also receiving votes in the latest poll. They're sitting at 10-1 overall out of Region 3. Region 4, things a little bit closer out there. No one team taking control of that region. Have yet to score any region contests out there. overall. Kildare sitting with a 6-5 record. And then you have a number of teams with 7 wins. Watford City 7-2, Shiloh Christian 7-3, and Dickinson Trinity with a 7-4 record. So nobody really the front runner, the favorites when you compare them to some of the other regions, with South Prairie Max or Nedros out of Region 3, or Thompson High School out of Region 2. And then Valley City here in Region 1 sitting at 5-0 overall out of Region 1. So Region 4 is still battling out there, jockeying for that top position going into our region contest here. And your state class, or Region 1A, or state class B, or I should say state class A, is at the Minot State Dome this year, 29 February to 2 March for the girls. So that is kind of your region roundups across the state. Region 1A, Valley City High School in the top spot. Kindred 3-2 overall, 7-3 or 7-3 overall, 3-2 in the region. Lisbon Broncos here tonight, 0-5 in the region, 3-8 overall. They're going to do battle tonight on the home court of the Lisbon Broncos. We're about 3 minutes away from our national anthem and then our starting lineup. So step away, take a word from our sponsors here on YourLiveEvent.com. This is sports announcer guy Brent Dick along with our cameraman Lincoln Adair. We'll take a word from our sponsors, return for our starting lineups and tip-off just moments away.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi.
Welcome back here. Sports announcer guy Brent Dick here live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Division 1A contest. Kindred Vikings and Lisbon Broncos doing battle tonight. Broncos looking for their first region win. Kindred Vikings looking to improve to 4-2 overall in Region 1 coming out of this game tonight. Some of your other basketball polls. You're looking at your Division B girls basketball poll. Mayport CG is on top. This is unchanged. So the top 6 unchanged from a week ago. We have Mayport CG sitting in the number 1 spot. Number 2, Langdon area Edmore Munich. And number 2, Sargent County. And number 3 in your girls basketball, Central McLean. Number 4, Bowman County. Number 5, EKM. Number 6, TGU Titans sitting in the 7th spot. They're tied. And then, or I should say last week they were tied for 7th, so they're sitting in the 7th spot. Number 8 is Oaks with an 8-1 record. Number 9, Kenmare Bull Bells, 9-4. Number 10 is Maple River with a 6-3 record. So those are your top 10 teams. Others receiving votes in that latest Class B girls basketball poll. You have Trenton 9-2, Garrison 7-2, Grant County Mont Regent 9-3, Lytton HMB 7-3, our Redeemers 6-4, Hatton Northwood 5-3, and Tioga 7-2 for your Class B girls basketball poll. So we're going to step away. We're going to have our national anthem, come back with our starting lineups, then our opening tip-off here live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Berkmeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bill. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
When you choose Farmers Union Insurance, you're backed by an insurance policy provider that meets your specific requirements. At Farmers Union Insurance, Lance Gullison Agency, they offer reliable insurance policies from homeowners, farm and ranch, contractors, small businesses, and more. Let the staff at Lance Gullison Agency take care of you today. For more information, stop into their office on Main Street in Lisbon or email lance.gullison@fumic.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
All right, back here, our pregame show, our Irish Shirts pregame show. Your starting lineups for the Kindred Vikings. You have guard, 5'3" senior, number 3, Peyton Getty. Forward, 5'11" senior, number 4, Avery Bartles. Guard, 5'11" junior, number 5, Kennedy Bacco. Guard, 5'11" sophomore, number 10, Lisa Drenbreath. Guard, 5'7" sophomore, number 14, Layla Eisenshank. That is your starting lineup for the Kindred Vikings. They're coached by Sam Brandt, assisted by Tennille Bacco, Ashley Farnhorst, and Danny Sanders. Your Lisbon Broncos, a home team on the scoreboard tonight. Broncos starting at guard is 5'8" senior, number 5, Ella Tui. Guard, 5'5" senior, number 20, Kaya Sweet. Forward, 5'10" senior, number 14, Kyra Heckrell. Forward, 5'8" senior, number 21, Kendra Differding. And forward, 5'9" senior, number 23, Emerson Schultz. That's your starting five for the Broncos. Broncos are coached by Barb Sweet, assisted by Kier Tui and J.C. Spencer. So that's your starting lineups for the Kindred Vikings and the Lisbon Broncos. Broncos sitting at 3-8 overall. Kindred Vikings at 7-3. Broncos in the hunt here for their first Region 1A win of the season. A tip-off coming your way for our first quarter of play. Well, that concludes your Irish Insurance pregame show here from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. A tip here, won by the Broncos. Sweet kicks it out here to Schultz. Schultz spin move, goes to the lane, puts it up and in. Oh, early on the call, just bounces out. So no points for Emerson Schultz. That ball batted away by Tui. And Broncos ball. Sweet brings it quickly down court. near the left side, kicks it out to Tui. Schultz set up on the right side. Cuts to the lane. Oh, Tui kind of misread Heckrell. Heckrell's nice press there. They're able to break that. Working inside. Spin move. That shot's up, no good. So Eisenschenk went up and over, picked up the foul. It's the first personal on Kaya Sweet. First team foul. So Eisenschenk converts on the bucket. We're going 2 for 2 from the line to start things out. Not bad way to start the game for Eisenschenk. That ball, a little bit too much on it by Differding, goes out of bounds. A turnover on the Broncos. The Broncos opened it up and had a nice play. Schultz darting through the lane on the left side. Laid it up, bounced out. They missed their chance here. Get on the scoreboard. Eisenschenk puts it up. Rebound by the Vikings. Back to Eisenschenk. Kicks it out. The far side. Now working back around the horn to the top. So Getty kicks it back out to Bacco. Bacco inside to Eisenschenk. Or excuse me, that was Bartles. Rebound by the Broncos. Dewey gets it to Heckrell. Now Heckrell working down court. Nice pass from Heckrell over to Differding for 2. Bounces around up and good for 2 for Differding. That shot off, no good. It's going up by Bacco. Rebound. Here's Heckrell bringing it down court. Gets crossed. Hand off to Schultz. Left-hander up. Off, no good. Schultz challenging for the inside. Just a little bit short from Sweet from NBA three-pointer land. That's off, no good.
Checking in on the Broncos, number 22, Taryn Gilbert.
So 5:41 mark. First quarter, we're tied up at 2. Broncos with 1 foul in the game by Kaya Sweet. So we'll sub in the game. That's Getty with the ball. You have Eisenschenk, Bartles on the floor. Along with Trenbreath, that's up and good. So Eisenschenk, 4 points in the game, counting for all 4 points for the Vikings. Excuse me, there's a 3-pointer. Counting for all 5 points. To Differding, hands off to Sweet. Working the top, going to drive in, top of the key. Gets fouled as she's driving in. Fouled by Trenbeth.
Foul number 10, Liza Trenbeth. First personal, first team foul.
So Trenbeth, first personal. Fouls reset after the quarter. Personal fouls still foul the player through the game. Schultz looking for somebody open to Differding. Differding's going to drive the lane. Right-hander puts it up. She's fouled on the shot. She drives the lane. Differding with 2 points in the game, going to the line. So Eisenschenk, Kindred picking up 2 quick fouls. Differding first shot up and good for Differding. Has 3 points in the game. Second shot, Broncos with, it's like Sweet and Schultz. Half court line. Second shot rolls around and goes in. Broncos much improved this year for free throw. From the free throw line. Challenged by Differding. Got a hand on it. Going up against Sweet. Kicks it out. Bacco. Excuse me, that was Trenbeth, number 10. Getty has it. Working around the top. Goes to the far side. Eisenschenk's going to drive in. She's fouled. I don't know if that was away from the ball. So it goes against Getty. So it was a foul away from the ball on Getty. So 3 team fouls in the first quarter. Getty got a hand on it, so got a little revenge on that play. Comes up behind Sweet. We got a travel. So another turnover. This one going against Bacco. Schultz to inbound. Gilbert's on the floor. That's to Sweet. Turnover, then Sweet over the top is going to pick up the foul. So Sweet with her second personal. Don't want to get Sweet in foul trouble. Start things off. The ball handler majority of the time for the Broncos. That's good. Quick hands by Gilbert. Got her hand on it. Eisenshank spin move going up against Heckrell. Looking inside. Double team. Now kicks it back to Eisenshank. Working back around them. It's to Getty. Off the toe. Here, Schultz with the steal. Schultz spin move is going to drive the lane, going left-hander. Puts it up this time. Puts it up and in. Schultz knocks in the two-pointer with that left-handed layup. Broncos take the lead now. First lead of the game, 6-5. It's for 3. That's off, no good. Rebound, Eisenshank. Sweet's going to pick up another foul. It's her third. So Sweet in some foul trouble early. Picking up her third personal. Count for all 3 team fouls in this first quarter for the Broncos. Eisenshank, spin move, gonna hand it off. She goes to the floor. That's inside the three-point line, but that's good by Eisenshank. We gave her 3. That looked like to me she stepped inside. But who am I? I'm just the sports announcer guy up here. It's an 8-6 lead for the Vikings. It's inbounds to Differding. 8-6 Vikings on top. First quarter, 3:15. And tied up inside. They're working inside to Heckrell, so jump ball. It goes to Vikings. The bonus. Nope. No officials timeout. They're subbing in and out. So Bacco in. Eisenshank is out. Sweet also out for the Broncos with 3 fouls. Wortman's in. Wearing the number 4 jersey. Working inside. Getty. Wortman got lost out there. Getty took advantage of it. Worked back around behind. And stretch this lead out to 4. Differding's working inside, trying to get Gilbert. Schultz going to go in, no foul. Schultz is going in for a right-hander. Getty's going to go coast to coast, puts it up off. He's going to pick up the foul against Gilbert. So 4 team fouls for the Bronco. Getty converts. Second one's away. That is up. Also good for Getty. 2 for 2. So Kindred going 4 for 4 from the line first quarter. Schultz to Wortman. Wortman loses it. Able to track it back down. Gets it to Heckrell. Heckrell's going to drive in. Stops just to Differding. She gets called for a travel. Eisenshank back in, so subs in and out here frequently in this first quarter, both teams. Trembreath goes out. Getty with the ball, bringing it down court. Eisenshank going to the far side. Also Bacco over. That works inside. That's off, no good. Another foul, so down to 2:07. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the Broncos. So Wortman picking up. So that one is good. Going 5 for 5 first quarter. Nipstead converts another one. So a couple more points here, get the score right. 14-6. 8-point lead, that's up and good. So a heck roll on the board for the Broncos. Bartles hands it off. That's Wertman. Gets inside. Wertman's going to go coast to coast. Up, steps back, dishes it to Differding left side. Up, no good. Differding just a little too much on the left-hand side. And Nipstead in the game. Far side, three-point land. That's bomb. No, it's good. For Nipstead. That steal is up and good, so quick turnaround. So Getty steals it. They get it back up and in. It's a 19-8 lead just like that. 5 quick points. Extends that lead here. It's your Kindred State Bank Insurance Agency timeout by the Lisbon Broncos. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. It's a 19-8 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Eisenshank with 2 3-pointers. Nipstead with the 3. The Vikings going 6 for 6 from the line in the first quarter. Still minute 19 remaining. Sweet getting into foul trouble. Wertman in. Gilbert also in. Broncos going with their height in their lineup. Gilbert underneath. Differding double team. Gilbert's going to drive the lane, puts a right-hander up, off, no good. Heckrell had a chance at it. Like a travel there, dragging the foot, but no call. Getty is bringing it down. Getty with 6 points in the game. And down to the final 50 seconds of the first quarter. Bacco's going up against Schultz. Schultz D's it up. Nipstead back to Bacco from 3. That's up and good for Bacco. 22-8. That's to Schultz. Pass too long. Schultz gets it back in, so still live ball down to 28 seconds. Heckrell wide open is Nipstead for the layup. Excuse me, Eisenshank. That off. No good. Wertman's called for the travel. They're 24-8. 5.7 seconds to go in this first quarter.
And number 32, Jada Kunze.
That's off the foot of Gilbert. Excuse me, that was Wertman. That up and good, just as seconds expire. So Nipstead lays it up and in for another 2 points to end the quarter. Up 26-8. Here at the end of one. Kindred Vikings lead 26-8 over the Lisbon Broncos on your Bank North scoreboard. Let's step away, have a word from our sponsors, come back for a second quarter play from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Sports Monster guy Brent Dick along with our camera girl tonight, Kira Mouse. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. Hey, welcome back here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium, the 26-8 lead for the Kindred Vikings. The last 5 minutes, then all Kindred Vikings of that first quarter. Broncos, Kaya Sweet get into some foul trouble. That put a hurt on the Broncos in that first quarter. She has 3 personal fouls. Broncos picked up 5 in the first quarter, reset back to 0 to start the second. And Broncos running a similar situation against Thompson. Thompson played it close in that first quarter against Thompson. Then Thompson will break it open, went on a big run against the Broncos going into halftime. Here's Wertman. This is an open lane. A lot of daylight there for Getty. She just cuts through it. So Wertman from 3, that's off, no good. A rebound by the Vikings. It's to Bacco. Bacco going to drive in right hand. She's fouled underneath by Wertman. Wertman still hustling on the floor. Going to get called for the foul, her second personal.
Fouls before Riot Wertman, her second personal, first team foul. Bacco the line, shooting 2.
And Bacco has a 3-pointer in the game. Now 4 total with that free throw. 2, he's out. Wertman, Heckrell, Schultz, Difford and Gilbert are in. That second one also good for Bacco. At 5 points in the game. To Heckrell. Heckrell's going to drive in, left side, kicks it back out to Wertman for 3. That's up. Short, no good. Heckrell just out of position near to Getty. Wertman with the hustle, gets the steal for the Broncos. Wertman, little crossover move, is going to drive the lane, goes up left hand and puts it up. She's fouled underneath. So Bacco picks up the foul. His first team foul this second quarter, 7:03 mark. Shot by Wertman's no good. Subs in. So Brindley Diffording in, Gilbert out. So Kindred Diffording along with Schultz in the backcourt. Wertman's second shot is good. That was 1 point in the game. 1 for 2 from the line. The 7:01 mark. Eisenshank drives the lane. She's fouled by Heckrell. Her first personal. Eisenshank rolls it in. Yeah, 11 points in the game for Eisenshank. Second one's off, no good. A rebound, Diffording going at it with Trenbeth. Trenbeth wins that battle. Now off the shoulder, Brindley Diffording. She's going to pick it up, looking for some help. Just decides to take it, gets it. No, close to the line. She's going to lose at half court. Shit to Getty. Getty dishes it up and good for Getty. Another steal. This is Eisenshank. Eisenshank double teamed underneath. That's from 3 points. That's off. No good. Long Getty with the rebound. Tiptoes the line. Brings it back out. The Vikings reset here. They have a 33-9 lead over the Broncos. That's out of bounds, so Vikings retain possession. Nipstead, number 12 in the game. Inbounds it. Goes to Getty. To Nipstead, top of the key. Going to drive it in, left side, goes up. It's Trenbeth. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. That's going to do it. So shot clock violation, turnover by the Vikings. So timeout, another timeout here for Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. I'm called by the Lisbon Broncos. We'll step away, take a word from our sponsor. Got 5:49 mark of this second quarter. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Back here after the Kindred State Bank and Insurance League timeout. Inbounds by Schultz. Heckrell is going to lose it. Little spin move. Looking to dish it off. Gives it to Brindley Differding. She's going to drive the lane. She's going to call for travel. Not able to plant that foot before she going to stop her momentum there on the left-hand side. Now Getty brings it down, 33-9 lead for the Kindred Vikings. That shot, Eisenschenk, that's going to go out of bounds. It's Differding, gets it to Heckrell, back to Schultz, I should say. She's going to hit going down the line, so the ball, Schultz was going in front of the Bronco bench, touches the line, that's out of bounds. Eisenschenk brings it in. That's Getty's going to break free near the half-court line. Wortman with the defense. We're at 5:11 mark, second quarter. Getty's just going to go right around Wortman, drives it up and in, uses that speed. He drives right around Wortman, lays it up and in. Here's Differding. Getty's going to knock that away. Differding, good move, pulls it down, goes back the other side. Gets it to Schultz. Schultz going to drive the lane. Little short jumper, that's off, no good. We do have a timeout. Another Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. This time called by the Kindred Vikings here. The 35-9 to lead for the Vikings going into this timeout at the 4:42 mark. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Hey, welcome back. Tonight's contest, Division 1A between the Lisbon Broncos, Kindred Vikings. Vikings now up 35-9 in the second quarter. 4:42 mark, timeout called by Kindred. The Broncos' next action is on the 13th of January. That's on Saturday. That was a rescheduled game. That's here inside the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. And then Kindred Vikings on the 12th of January. They're at Rugby and then at Turtle Mountain on the 13th of January. So a series of road games for the Vikings and after this Christmas break. Getty brings it down court. Move to the inside to Eisenschenk. Thought about it. Brings it down. Steps around. Schultz or Differding. Schultz with the rebound. Down to 4:20. Schultz, little move. Go right side. Lays it up and in for Schultz. Schultz with the little head fake. She has 4 in the game. Eisenschenk reverse layup. No good. Heckrell with the rebound. And Brindley Differding brings it down. Looking for some help. As Wortman saves it. That's out of bounds, Broncos ball. So Sister Kindred made a move to the inside. Brindley didn't read it. Almost threw it away. Wortman saves it here. Bronco ball 35-11 at the 3:51 mark. Here's to Schultz. Broncos setting it up. The top of the key is Heckrell. Now Schultz is going to drive in, loses it. Heckrell regains control for Broncos to Schultz. Schultz triple teamed over there. Down to 5 seconds. To Wertman. She's going to put it up from 3 points. That's good for Wertman for 3. Yeah, it's 4 points in the game. 35-14. Broncos trying to claw their way back in, make it respectable going into halftime. That's off the glass, high off the glass, no good. So Kindred not getting those clean shots. They were quick turnovers. That's Differding goes up. Now a little fast break opportunity. Nipstead. Heckrell on the defense. She gets a block shot. Eisenschenk comes in. She's going to save it. Excuse me, that's not Eisenschenk. That's Bartles from 3. That ball is stuck. You'll see which official gets up, has the ups, and we got the ball back. So Taryn Gilbert in the game. Heckrell comes out. Broncos trying to get back within 20. 2:48 mark. And Wertman with the three-pointer has 4 points in the game. It's to Nipstead. Vikings able to clear it out. Working inside goes to Bacco. Back to the top of the key to Bartles. Bartles dishes it inside. Eisenschenk. Bacco puts it up. That's good for 2. Here's Brindley Differding. So kind of settled down. She's in the game coming off the bench. She's going to drive left-hander. Dishes it off to Gilbert. Little sky hook at center of the lane. That's off. No good. Rebound by Schultz. Another rebound by the Broncos. Gets it in. Excuse me. That's Kendra. 3-point from Schultz. Another Bronco rebound. So 3 offensive rebounds for the Broncos. Here to Wertman. Down to 2 minutes. Wertman's going to drive in left-handed side. She's denied in the lane by Nipstead. Nipstead and Bacco working the near side. Nipstead for 3. That's good. Nipstead with 2 threes in the game, 40-14. Schultz, center lane, puts it up and in. Schultz with 6. Broncos with 16 in the game. That's off. No good rebound. Differding to Wertman. Wertman's going to cross over. Going to drive the lane. She's wide open. Left-handed up. Off. No good. Too much on it. Differding was underneath. That was Brindley. And Wertman. I think it's a little bit wild here. Back and forth. Down to a minute in this second quarter. Wertman working inside to Gilbert. That's blocked by Nipstead. So Ogren in the game, number 15. It's Bacco off. Bacco with the rebound. That shot, 3-pointer, no good. The hustle here near side, and that's Eisenschenk out of bounds. So we have Getty with 12 points so far in the first half, down to 35 seconds. Eisenschenk with 11. Coming back the Vikings' way, down to 25 seconds. No time. That's Nipstead from 3. And good. Nipstead wide open in the near side. Unchallenged by the Broncos. Adding to her total. She has 13 in the game. No foul on Getty. Getty, second personal. Those 3 fouls on Kaya Sweet changed the dynamic of the game immediately for the Broncos. So she's still on the bench here, 11.3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. First half of play, Region 1A girls basketball on the home court of the Lisbon Broncos. Inbounds here, the Vikings bringing it down court. That's Trenbeth. Down to 5 seconds, playing for this last shot. The Nipstead from 3, that's off, no good. Rebounder, Differding, and that'll do it for our first half of play. Kindred Vikings take a 43-16 lead going into halftime. Here inside the Bronco Gymnasium, up on your Bank North scoreboard. That's a 43-16 lead for Kindred Vikings. Step away, come back here for our halftime show, our Olsen Accounting halftime show. Going to review what transpired in the first half, go over who the scoring leaders are, and get ready for a second half of play. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. We'll return after word from our sponsors.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com. MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
And welcome back here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium. The Kindred Vikings lead 43-16 at halftime. You hear scoring for the Lisbon Broncos. They're led in scoring by Emerson Schultz with her 6 points in the game. Wright Wertman with a three-pointer has 4 points, going 1 of 2 from the line. And Kendra Differding, number 21, with 4 points of the game, going 2 for 2 from the line. Kyra Hecker with 2 points. That counts for the Broncos. 16 points of the game. Here, Kindred Vikings. They're led by number 12, Nipstead. Nipstead with 13 points of the game, has 3 3-pointers coming off the bench. So 13 points coming off the bench. Can't complain there. Peyton Getty with 12 points in the game. Another score in double figures for the Kindred Vikings is Eisenshank with 11 points, and then Baco with 7. That's counting for those 43 points for the Kindred Vikings in your first half of play. You're going in on your Bank North scoreboard. So Kindred well in command of this game, looking to improve tonight. Their current record 7-3 overall, 3-2 in the region. The Broncos 0-5 and 3-8 overall, or 0-5 in the region, 3-8 overall. The Broncos have their work cut out for them in the second half. They're down 43-16 to the Kindred Vikings. Going over your foul. So the big move of the game was that number 20 Kaya Sweet for the Lisbon Broncos, getting into foul trouble in the first quarter, picked up 3 personals right away, kind of working underneath the basket, maybe a place where she didn't need to be, but she was under there. Picked up 3 personal fouls in the first quarter, changed the dynamic almost immediately for the game. Kindred going on a big run against the Broncos and breaking this one open after she went on the bench. So she currently has 3 personal fouls in the game. Kyra Heckel with 1 for the Broncos. And then also we have Taryn Gilbert with 1 and Wright Wertman with 2 personal fouls in the game. And Kindred Vikings not really feeling much as far as the foul troubles. The Broncos did pick up 5 personals, so got into those bonus as far as the fouls in the in the first quarter of play, along with those 3 personals from Sweet. So really changing the dynamic of the game for the Broncos with Sweet on the bench. Kindred Vikings, Getty with 2 personals. And then we have Bacco, Trenbeth, and Eisenshank each with 1 personal foul. And that transpired in the first half of play. So it is a 43-16 here at your Olson Accounting halftime show. If you need help with your monthly accounting or payroll, let Cindy and her staff give you a hand. Rely on the friendly team of professionals at Olson Accounting for all your tax and accounting needs. Go to colsoncpa.com. That's Olson Accounting halftime show with your Kindred Vikings, with the Kindred Vikings leading the Lisbon Broncos on their home court 43-16 at halftime. On your Bank North scoreboard, we'll step away, take a word from our sponsors, come back for our second half of play. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Hey, welcome back. Lisbon High School Gymnasium Region 1A contest here, Division A basketball. North Dakota girls basketball. Kindred up on that scoreboard, 43-16 here at your Olson Accounting halftime show. Looking at some of your games tonight. Just trying to see if you have any current scores, any earlier games coming from this evening. Doesn't look like your score stream is updated yet. But looking at some of your area games, we have number 1 Thompson at Central Cass. Valley City at Northern Cass. Wapaton is at Oak Grove. Sargent County at Enderlin. Napoleon at South Border. And we have Tri-State at Richland here on the B side. Linton HMB at Kidder County. Medina at Ellendale. Maple River at Oaks. And Richland is at Tri-State. Some of your local Class B games going on, along with your number 1 Thompson taking on Central Cass Squirrels and a couple other of the A's with Valley City, Northern Cass, Wapaton, Oak Grove taking place tonight. And then we do have another matchup, good matchup tomorrow on the 12th of January with Shiloh Christian taking on number 5 Devils Lake for girls basketball. Kind of one of your top 5 matchups. Shiloh Christian picking up some votes in the latest Division A girls basketball poll. Devils Lake sitting at the number 5 spot. Number 1 is Thompson. Number 2, Bottineau. Number 3, South Prairie Max. Number 4 is Northern Cass. 5, Devils Lake, Nedro, Shiloh Christian, and Kindred all picking up votes in the latest class or Division A girls basketball poll. We're about a minute away from our start of our second half of play. Your leading scorer in the game is Nipstead with 13. So Kindred does have three scores in double figures. Peyton Getty with 12. Eisenshank with 11. Bacco with 7. The Broncos led by Emerson Schultz with their 6 points. Differding and Wertman each with 4. And Heckrow with 2 points in the game. Then we have Kaya Sweet. No points in the game, picking up for 3 personal fouls first quarter of play. Kind of the story of the game, at least in the first quarter, for the Lisbon Broncos. Just changed their game plan and falling behind now, 43-16. So here we are, start of our third quarter, Broncos ball. Going the other way. So like going against Kyra Heckrell right away, picking up a foul. Well, the foul god's not friendly to the Broncos in this game. Heckrell with her second. Sweet with 3. She is in the game, so currently defending. He's going up against Bartles on that far side. This Eisenshank going to step inside, goes up against Heckrell baseline. Runs into some traffic here. Schultz with the steal. Schultz drives up top of the key. Has Sweet underneath. Easy bucket here for Heckrell. The Broncos worked it around. Sweet went baseline, got it to Heckrell for 2. Heckrell with 4 points in the game. That's Getty. The Bacco. Bacco's going to swing it over to Trimbeth. Top of the key, inside to Getty. She's going to drive in. She's going to pick up a foul. We're going up against Schultz. Picks up her first personal, second team foul, third quarter for the Broncos. And Getty's going to add to her total. First points of the second half. She has 14 in the game, leading all scorers now. 4 for 4 from the line for Getty. 45-18. Here's Tui. There's Heckrell darting in, lays it up, goes to the floor. No foul called. A good defense there by Differding. Gets things slowed down, and Heckrell went to the floor. Little jump shot from the free throw line. That's good for Trimbeth. Trimbeth, her first 2 points in the game. And Bartles yet to score. One of the starters. Coming off the bench, Nipstead with 13 points. The Sweet. Sweet for 2. Sweet in the scoring column. Missed her in the first half. That shot from three-point land, no good. So Bacco, no good. Heckrell bringing it down court. Going to drive the lane, goes inside, lays it up and in for 2. Gets the shot at the line. The Broncos saying they're not done yet. Going to get a shot, so we do have a timeout here inside the gymnasium. So timeout called by the Kindred Vikings for another Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. We're at the 5:51 mark of our third quarter. 47-22 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Step away, take a word from our sponsors. Come back, watchingyourliveevent.com.
As we jump into tax season, let's approach it with the same enthusiasm as your favorite sports teams. Olson Accounting dribbles through piles of paperwork and pins down deductions like a pro. They aim to come out on top and stick a refund. Tax season is about strategy and teamwork. Olson Accounting trains to be the best in class. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
And timeout called by the Vikings. That shot by Schultz, no good. Puts the ice on, but rebound by Differding. Differding. Good hustle, picks up the offensive board. Broncos, more confidence here coming into the second half. So Kindred kind of felt that momentum shifting. That's Eisenshank from 3. Air ball, no good. Called the timeout. And iced Schultz, but Differding with the rebound. Schultz going to reach in, picks up the foul. She's going to pick up her second personal. Third team foul by the Broncos. 5:28 mark, third quarter. Tui's out. Taryn Gilbert in. Here, third quarter play, Bank North scoreboard, 47-24. It's out to Trimbeth. Trimbeth going far side, spin move tied up by Heckrell. Ball goes back to the Vikings. Eisenshank kicks it out to Getty. Getty's working around the top here, near side. Nipstead. Eisenshank worked all the way back around. That's going to go off Schultz's foot for Vikings ball. Down to 5:12 to go. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Getty looking to inbound. Eisenshank cuts to the inside. Nipstead pulls it down. Getty. Trinbeth. That's knocked away by Heckrell. Differting the inside. Heckrell is going to go. Plants the foot. Puts it up. Bounces around. No good. Gilbert with the rebound. Gilbert looking for some help. That's going to go against the Vikings. Out of bounds by Trinbeth. Bako in. Eisenshank on the bench. 4:47. Differding to Sweet. Sweet's going to cut back inside. Little screen set up by Differding. Schultz from 3. Bombs away. Off no good. Schultz back in on the D. Broncos with the pressure. Ball almost thrown away. Nice feed inside the Nipstead. Inside the lane. That's stolen away by Gilbert to Heckrell. Loose ball underneath. Heckrell gets it. Heckrell's going to clear it out. The Broncos needed this play there after Sweet went out, but definitely missed her. That first quarter after she ran into foul trouble. Just Differding butts to the inside, off no good. A little bit too much off the glass. Goes Vikings ball. Here's Trinbeth. It's over to Bako. Working inside. Trinbeth kicks it back out to Getty. Working around Nipstead back to the right side. Inside Trinbeth. Bako is going to go back around. That's Sweet goes to the floor. Differding with the fast break. Going to go left-hand side. Puts it up. Fouled underneath. Trinbeth picks up the foul. Her second personal. We're third. Go second. Second team foul here in the third quarter. Differding's shot is good. Differding 3 of 3 from the line. 7 points in the game. They're 3:35 third quarter. Second shot, a little short, no good. Oh, get a redo. Shot by Differding. That one's good for Differding. Differding 4 for 4 from the line. Getty quickly down court. Gets the Broncos flat-footed, doesn't do it. Differding, Getty. Getty looking for Eisenshank. Right side, Eisenshank to Getty. Clears it back around, Nipstead back to top of the key to Getty. Taking some time off the clock here, down to 10 seconds. Shot clock, that's Sweet, goes charging in. Is going to pick up her 4th personal. Defensive back closing in on it. Looking for the interception and a pick 6, but not able to get it. So Workman now in the game. Sweet with their 4th personal. Going to kick it out. Nipstead thinks about it. She has 3 in the game. Getty, quickly back around. Eisenshank. A ball moved by the Vikings. That's off for 3. No good. Rebound Broncos. Quickly out here to Wertman. Back to Heckrell. Schultz near side. Underneath to Gilbert. Puts it up. Lays it up and in for Gilbert. Broncos now within 20. 19-point lead for the Vikings. Clawing their way back in it. It was a 43-16 lead, so the Broncos That was at halftime. 47-28, 2-minute mark coming up for our third quarter. Eisenschenk from three. That's going to be off. No good. Wortman with the rebound. Is going to clear it back around. Coming the near side. D'd up by Getty. Getty's got the best of Wortman tonight. Definitely missed Sweet when she's not in there. Heckrell with the steal is going to go coast to coast. Up, off, no good. Tied up underneath. Still loose ball. Schultz. Going to go baseline to Heckrell. Little jump shot. No good. Last touch by the Vikings. Things getting wild and loose underneath the bucket. Down to minute 45. Third quarter. Heckrell is going to go. She gets fouled for two. Fouled on the shot. That's Trenbeth. That's on Bacco. Third team foul. Down to minute 44. He wasn't fouled on the shot, so take that back. Wortman with the inbounds. Schultz going to go up, puts it up, off, no good. Rebound, Nipstead has Eisenschenk. Differding's there. She fouls her on the shot. Eisenschenk got her for 3 for 3 from the line with 11 points in the game. This will be her first points of this quarter. Now with 12. So 5 points so far in the second half of play. Now 6 for the Vikings. So Eisenschenk converts. Going 5 of 5. Oh, got a turnover by the Broncos. Minute 23, third quarter of play. Broncos with 5 team fouls. Getty's going to take her time. Far side, left wide open. That's Trenbeth for 3. The Vikings now starting to heat up here. Last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Schultz takes it inside, spin move, drives lane, left-hander off the glass and good. Broncos down by 22. Schultz with 10 in the game. Nipstead with another 3. Has 4 in the game. That off the glass and foul. Differding to the line for 2. It's going against Eisenschenk. Her second personal. Trenbeth with 3 in the game. We have Sweet for the Broncos with 4. Differding shot is off, a little short for Differding. Now 4 or 5. So Tui takes the seat. Differding, second one's off, rolls around, no good. Battle underneath, that's Nipstead. Gets it to Trenbeth. Trenbeth, Broncos get the D set up. The Getty. Working around the Nipstead, going inside. Trenbeth puts it up, that's blocked. Wortman down to 10 seconds. Gets down court, down to 6 seconds in the lane. That ball's loose. Gilbert. It goes off here the last 2.6 seconds of our third quarter. 55-30 is your score on the Bank North scoreboard. Getty's going to get a call for travel. Less than 1 second remains in the third quarter. Broncos get the ball. You get set up here. Got a chance to put a quick bucket in. Set up right underneath baseline. Far left center. That's off. No good there. Going into the third quarter, 55-30 lead. Bank North scoreboard for your Kindred Vikings. Step away for a word from our sponsors. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. With an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hey, welcome back. Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Your sports announcer guy, Brent Dick, along with Cam McGurl, Kira Mouse. Back to 25-point lead for the Kindred Vikings. Led as much as 27 at halftime. Broncos got it under to 19. That was in the lane. Shot off, high off the glass. No good. Differting with the D against Getty. Clears it out here. Trenbeth near side. Eisenshank going to drive in. Heckrell turns her back. Trenbeth, 7:34 mark. Goes up against Heckrell. Block shot. Gilbert gets it to Schultz. Clears it out. Schultz goes left side. Back to the top of the key here to Schultz, near side. Schultz going to drive the lane, left-hand sky, no good. Rebound, Heckrell, loose ball. She's going to get called for a foul. So Schultz called for the foul. Her third personal. First team foul for the Broncos this fourth quarter. 6:58 to go, fourth quarter. Eisenshank working around the top. Getty. No, Trenbeth here hit the left side, work the ball around, take some time off this clock down to 6:43. Trenbeth to Getty. Getty's going to work around to Eisenshank, sets up, pulls it down to Getty, going to drive in, dishes it back. And that's good for three, just drains it. Eisenshank sets up behind Getty for three. Ball going back the other way. Eisenshank from the corner. Back around the top. Gonna work the ball to the right side. Getty drives in, dishes it off. No good. Loose ball underneath. Getty's got it, puts it up. Out of bounds. That's turnover. Gilbert turns it over on the pass. That's Getty up and good for Getty for two. Oh, 30-point lead, biggest lead of the game. They're at 30. Sweet's going to drive in off the glass, puts it up and in. Sweet with 4 in the game, so 4 points in the second half, none in the first. Eisenshank from 3, that's good. Eisenshank with 4 in the game. (63-32) here for Differding inside the three-point line. That's off, no good. It's a rebound. Trenbeth going to take it all the way down. Top of the key. Works inside. That off, no good. Turnover. Going the Broncos ball. Subs are in with Wortman. Gilbert out. So more subs in the game for the Kindred Vikings. Wortman working the top. So Ogren back in the game for Kindred. Oh, Schultz or Differding looked like. Put it up, no foul. Up by 31. Vikings, Heckrell darts inside. Ogren rebound, or excuse me, with the steal. Double teamed over there. Tipped by Heckrell and puts it in. Gets the steal in the bucket for the Broncos. There's 4 in the second half, 6 in the game. Eisenshank to the top. That's inside. Oh, loose ball. The Broncos just kind of stood and looked at it. Got pushing in the lane, so foul. They're down to 3:18. Sweet brings it out. Back in the game for the Broncos. Kicks it over to Wortman. Heckrell working inside. We get a travel. Tui in, Differding out. 3:01. Clock continues to run. Down to 2:53. 63-34, Kindred Vikings are up. Picking up some votes in your latest basketball poll. Out good for 2. So Bartles with her first 2 points in the game. Schultz goes inside, called for the foul. See who that's going against. If it's a Nipstead, going against 4. So it's on Bartles. Bartles with the bucket and then picks up a foul, first personal. Fourth quarter, Heckrell inside, shoots it up and in. Back to 29. Little dish underneath. That's denied by Heckrell with the block. Wertman's going to clear traffic. Gets by Eisenshank. To Sweet. Sweet looking to direct some traffic down to minute 50. Most of the starters still in the game for the Vikings. Ogren and Nipstead coming off the bench. Down to minute 30. Tui is working inside, going to put it up. She's blocked. Heckrell rebound, loses it. Back to Sweet. From 3, NBA style, that's off, no good.
Sanders, McQuillan, and Sharp in for the Vikings.
Oh, now the subs coming in. Sharp in the game. And McQuillan. Ogren far side. Works it around to Sanders. Sanders inside the lane. Kicks it back out to Ogren. Down to 45 seconds. That shot's up. No good. Schultz still in the game. Rebound to Ogren. Ogren thought about it. Had an opening. We're down to 32 seconds. Inside, that's a little skyhook over the middle. That's good for McQuillan. He has 2 points in the game for McQuillan. Down to 26 seconds, 36-67. So Bronco subs in. Down to 23 seconds. Your Bank North scoreboard, 67-36. Broncos, see if they can close it. Get this thing under 30. Gilbert kicks it out. Back around at the top. Erdman drives in. Jump shot. That's off. No good. Down to 3 seconds. And that's game. That's your Bank North scoreboard. Kindred Vikings win the 67-36 over the Lisbon Broncos. And we're out of the Vikings on their home court tonight. Region 1A action. So that is your final on your Bank North scoreboard. Kindred Vikings improve their record overall to 8-3, go 4-2 in the region. Broncos drop to 0-6 and 3-9 overall in Division A basketball. We're going to step away, take a word from our sponsors, come back for our post-game show. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Join us at the Avalon Event Center in Fargo, North Dakota, January 17th for Winter Conference 2024. You'll hear from precision planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. This year will also include a question and answer session with local growers sharing their experiences. Winter Conference 2024, January 17th at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Riverside.
Hey, welcome back. Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. Kindred Vikings, the final tonight, 67-36 over the Lisbon Broncos on your Bank North scoreboard. Your scoring for the Lisbon Broncos. The leading scorer for Lisbon, double digits, was Emerson Schultz with 10 points, followed by Kindred Differding with 8. Kyra Heckrell with 6. Then we had Sweet running into foul trouble. No points in that first half of play. Picked up 4 in the game in that second half. And then Wright Wertman with 4 points and Taryn Gilbert with 2 for the Lisbon Broncos. It's counting for their 36 points in the game. These are unofficial scoring stats for the Lisbon Bronco girls. Your leading all scorers in the game for your Kindred Vikings, or at the Kindred Vikings, is Eisenshank with 18, followed by Nipstead with 16, along with Getty, both with 16 points in the game. Baca with 7, Trenbeth with 5, and Bartles picking up that bucket in the second half, getting on the board. So all starters for both teams in the scoring column. Amy Bartles with 2 points in the game. That rounds out your scoring. I also have McQuillan on here for 2 points for the Kindred Vikings coming off the bench. Nipstead, the big move off the bench for the Vikings, Kindred Vikings, picking up 16 points, had 4 3-pointers in the game, so a big difference maker for the Kindred Vikings coming off the bench is a Nipstead. The difference in the game for the Broncos was Kaya Sweet running into foul problems or foul trouble in the first quarter of play. Picked up 3 personals, sat out the rest of the first half of play, came back in, picked up another personal, so she ran into foul trouble. You know, you could say that just carried over into the third quarter, had 4 personals. Able to make it through the game without fouling out, but definitely affected the play of the Lisbon Broncos tonight in that first half, letting the Kindred Vikings pull away. And the Kindred Vikings led 43-16 at halftime. The Broncos came back after half, played some pretty decent ball there, holding good defense, or the defense holding up against the Vikings in the third quarter. It was they ended up eventually the Broncos kind of cut that down to a 19-point lead, but Kindred extended it back to 25 at the end of the third quarter, led 55-30, and then that closed things out on your Bank North scoreboard. 67-36 win, up by 31 over the Lisbon Broncos here on their home court and Division A girls basketball out of Region 1. So that kind of covers your scoring for both teams. In foul category, Lisbon with the Kaya Sweet with 4 personals, and also with Emerson Schultz with 3 personal fouls. Kindred Vikings not really get anything. They did have to set Trenbeth down for a little bit. She picked up 3 personal fouls, but otherwise Kindred Vikings not really running into any issues as far as players having to go to bench because of foul trouble in the game. So your final, once again, 67-36. We'll step away, take a word from our sponsors. We'll come back for Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
In Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern's North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Hey, welcome back. Final score tonight, 67-36. Kindred Vikings over the Lisbon Broncos. Broncos on their home court. They fall in their region schedule. Overall, they fall to a 0-6 in Region 1A and 3-9 overall. Kindred Vikings improving to 8-3 and 4-2 overall in Region 1A. Your player, Enbridge Energy, player of the game. So for Enbridge Energy, life takes energy from Enbridge. Energy for life, Enbridge.com. For your career opportunities with Enbridge, your player of the game, that's going to go to Eisenshank for the Kindred Vikings, picking up 18 points in the game, had 11 in the first half. And then adding another 7, going perfect from the line, went 5 for 5 from the line for Eisenshank. So she is your Enbridge Energy player of the game from the Kindred Vikings, and also your IDK Enterprises Precision Play of the game. A precision play going out to Nipstead off the bench. So a big move by the Kindred Vikings, getting Nipstead in the game, putting up the hot hand in that first half of play. Put in 3 3-pointers, accounting for 13 points. Led all scorers going into the halftime with 13 off the bench. Put in another 3-point bucket. Finished the game with 16 points in the game unofficially for the Kindred Vikings. So that is your RDK Enterprise Precision Play of the game, with Nipstead coming on the bench, making the difference for the Kindred Vikings, helping them pull away in that first half and winning the game tonight. 67-36 over the Lisbon Broncos here inside the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. The Kindred Vikings, they're back in action the 12th and the 13th, so they take on rugby tomorrow night, and then on Saturday, they on the road, another road game, taking on Turtle Mountain. And Lisbon Broncos, the girls' side, back in action tomorrow, on Saturday, with that rescheduled game with the Ellendale Cardinals. And some of your other action here for Lisbon High School as far as their sports team. The girls' wrestling tournament that was at Harrisburg, that's been canceled, so no wrestling tournament in Harrisburg, South Dakota for the girls tomorrow. They are up in Fargo. They're up in Fargo for a series of duels with West Fargo United and Fargo United on the girls' side of wrestling. And then on the 12th of January, a girls' C-Squad basketball is at Sargent County Junior High. Boys' basketball is at Northern Cass. That game's at home. And then Kindred back in town on the boys' side for the boys' basketball region contest. And that'll start here with the freshman C-Squad games, 4:45 inside Lisbon High School Gymnasium. And Saturday, also that contest with Ellendale here in the boys' JV. Has a JV state they're calling up at Carrington. That's also on Saturday, January the 13th. Another girls' basketball game. They travel to Central Cass on the 15th of January, so that kind of takes us through beginning of next week here for girls' basketball and athletic activities at the Lisbon High School. So your final night, 67-36, Kindred Vikings over the Lisbon Broncos. That does it here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm sports announcer Geyer. Camera girl tonight, Kira Malls, signing off. Everybody have a good night, safe travels, and stay warm.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.